Hi, my name is Darius, welcome to my channel, and today's vlog we're going to talk about electric cars. Stay tuned. Okay, so I was asked a couple of times why I drive electric car, and there are a couple of reasons. First one, it's the environment. Second one is the cost, and a third one is just a pleasure to drive. So those three are main reason why I own an electric car. Now, when I talk to people, they say electric cars are very expensive. You know, they said, oh yes, I will get one, but no, they're very expensive. And I do agree, the brand new are expensive. However, if you get yourself a second-hand one, you can pretty much get yourself a similar size petrol car for the same money. And then the amount of money you're gonna save on petrol, it's horrendous. It's literally about 4 times cheaper than running a petrol or diesel car. And I'm talking about economical petrol or diesel car. I'm not talking about those big, 4x4 SUVs when you get like 10 miles to the gallon. So with that being said, I've got experience driving electric cars. I had 2 electric cars already, and I covered over 70,000 miles electric. In my case, the costs are pretty much close to zero. At some point I get paid to drive an electric car, but that's going to be another video. I don't have that much time to explain about this because I own solar panels. So let's get back to prices. You can get yourself a decent car like a Nissan Leaf, the one I'm driving just now, for about £5,000-6,000. Which is quite, I do understand, we got COVID and some people can't afford that, but there are options. You got finances and other things, which is quite great. And when you add this all together, you're still going to be better off driving your electric car than diesel or petrol car. So I'm going to test today and tell you, see, I got only 11 bars on my battery on my car, so it means the capacity of the battery is lower than when the car was brand new, when I had 100%. So now I haven't checked with the SpyLeaf, the app that you can use to check the state of your battery health. However, a couple months back it was on 83%. So I believe it might be about 80%. So I've lost 20%, and I think it's quite decent because I've got nearly 67,000 miles covered on this car, and I only lost the bar a few thousand miles ago. Again, that will be another episode why I've lost it, because of lockdown, and I wasn't driving my car very often, and I wasn't using my fast chargers. But again, if I have the time, I will make another video about battery degradation and Nissan Leaf with 24 kilowatts battery. So let's get back to the range. So as you could see on the video, when I top it up to 100%, the gasometer said that I'm able to cover about 86 or 7 miles. That was without the heater, and when you put the heater on, it dropped about 10 miles. So now I've got a little journey to Whitchurch from Stafford, which is about 32 miles. So it's just over 64-65 miles both ways. And I'm able to cover this distance in the winter. There's 6 degrees Celsius outside, and I should be able to do it easily, and I should have some battery left. Now, I've seen people commenting on Facebooks and YouTube channels. They can't get the range that says on the gasometer. You need to learn how to drive electric car. Yeah? Electric car teaches you how to drive economically. If you're going to be driving electric car like a normal car, you're not going to get as much range as you were hoping for. I remember when we first bought our Leaf back in 2016. I remember my wife was driving back then from Birmingham, and that's only about 30 miles. And I think we started with about 70-80%, and we literally go back with like 20% of the battery. And we were shocked, like, what's happening? You know, why the gasometer was showing like 17 miles to do, and we were just like not even close of doing that, because we didn't know how to drive. And after a couple of months learning how to use the regen, how to use different modes, you will be able to get yourself to the nice figures. And I'm quite good at the regeneration braking, so we are driving now A roads. We will be going some B roads as well, so I'm going about 60 miles an hour. Still got 93% of my battery, and it's showing me that I can do 76 miles, and I've done 4.5 miles already. So I'll get back to you a little bit later and then tell you what range I've got left and how many miles I've covered when I get to Whitchurch. See you shortly. Okay guys, so I just arrived to my location. I've done 33.7 miles and I got 52% of my battery and 42 miles left. So I think I overestimated the range. I was using some heating, that's why the battery just went down slightly. And to be honest, I'm gonna be just about to make it back home, which is quite challenging. I don't have range anxiety anymore, so this should be fun. Stay with me and find out if I will be able to make it back home. It should be fun. Right, are electric cars for everyone? Of course not. Some people live in the flats or apartments and they don't have access to chargers, or there aren't any chargers around the house, especially fast chargers. So they can't own an electric car. Charging points are getting more popular. We've got more cars. Manufacturers making different cars, different brands are making better cars, better range, better batteries, different bits and bobs. But I think it's a good start to have a second electric car. That's how we started. And then after a couple of months we realised there's no brainer. You went full electric, so we had 2 Leafs at some point. And after a little while we bought a caravan, and there was an option. We had to sell the car. Also our family got bigger, so we've got 3 children and 2 dogs, and to be honest I still managed to do little trips and use a Leaf as a family car without any problems at all. However, the caravan changed a lot, so we had to find a different car. I would love to buy a Tesla Model X and tow it. These days, not many electric cars can actually tow a caravan. There are some Tesla Model X these days when we bought the caravan, but now I believe there's e-tron, you got the Merc EQC, whatever it's called. But these are really expensive cars, so we made a sacrifice and bought plug-in hybrid, and it was an amazing idea. We've got Mitsubishi Outlander, and we cover 90% of our journeys on electric mode only, and use had to go caravanning. Otherwise, we just wouldn't be able to do it. But as I said, it's a really good start. Have a second car. Most of the people do a daily commute about 15-20 miles, go to the shop, go pick kids from the school, and I think it's a really good start. Again, you can get yourself a cheap one for £5,000-6,000. People worry about batteries, okay, get yourself a Renault Zoe. They do lease batteries, so you don't need to worry about the battery. If something goes wrong, they're gonna fix it. Don't worry about it, and you pay £59 as far as I can remember. So it still makes it really, really affordable. It's just so much pleasure to drive, honestly. It's absolutely amazing. Acceleration, even on the Nissan Leaf, when you get off the junctions, go into roundabouts, overtaking, it's just so smooth. There's not much hassle. You just press the acceleration and it just goes, you know. Right, there is one downside owning an electric car. People can't hear. So I'm now just going, and there's a gentleman with the dog that just couldn't hear me. By the way, if you're enjoying this vlog, hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you anything, but you are helping me to reach to other people as well. Also, a thumb up will be great. Please let me know in the comments below. Maybe you're considering buying an electric car and there's something stopping you. Let me know. Also, if you already have an electric car, tell me why you switched from petrol diesel car. Okay, so I'm on 57 miles so far. I've got 20% of the battery left and 17 miles on the gasometer, and I've got nearly 10 miles left, so I should arrive home with about 5, maybe 8% of the battery, which is alright. However, I helped with the range because I went through the countryside to be able to get those nice drone shots. By the way, I was testing electric scooters in Stafford, where I live. We were quite lucky, as Stafford is one of the fewer places in the UK when we have like a trial for electric scooters. I'm sure there's one in London, there's a Milton Keynes of course, and there's one in Stafford, there's somewhere else. And it was really fun, so I will be making that video shortly, and I will add the link to that video somewhere up there. And I think electric mobility is really, really important. So I'm hoping you enjoyed this episode. Please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. I'm already on 500 subscribers, and I'm hoping to reach to 1k by the end of the year. Okay, so I've got a warning saying that I'm low battery. Charge it up, and I'll be fine. I'll carry on. Hi, I'm back home now, and to be honest, it is quite decent results. Let me show you. I've done 67.2 miles, and I've got 6% battery left. I think I can still do about 5 up to 7 miles on this, which realistically means you can do about 70 miles. And just to remind you, my battery is only about 80% of full capacity, and I've got 11 bars.